The all clear and 0, but of course it didn't barely make it. Oh, that feels bad, but hey, glad you're continuing to rank up as we are here in game number 1, RLC MidLads, Ohio, here in a 2v2 matchup for the side of the RLC MidLads. We have Varsotics and DJ. Is it Varsoda? Varsotics? Sometimes people use the X's as vowels, and I don't know. We're just going to go with Vars and DJ Candy. If anyone knows what it's supposed to be, please feel free to let me know. For the side of Ohio, we have Wave and Kyle. Candy, I'm going to drop this one down. Some bumping action going on already, getting the physicality and a demo to get this match going. See if that physicality doesn't continue for both of these teams. As Wave says, I don't need any physicality. I'm just going to take this one, as Vars just a little bit too heavy-handed on that catch. Wanted to take it up the wall. Instead, bouncing straight off, and Wave with a huge shot to get things going just 50 seconds in. Already a 1-0 lead. And reminder, be sure, if you see any plays that warrant could be the best play of the night, be sure to clip those and tag LOS Champs on Twitter with those, as the winner is credited with some credits here in the car ball. Wave trying to get a second goal there. Going to be blocked away by DJ Candy. Kyle with the quick 50. We'll keep it up towards mid. Some boost over ball with Wave, and that's just going to be... It's either Varsot or Varsoda or some other... Yeah, thank you, Zira. That's what I was assuming, but you never know. So we're going to go with Varsoda, as that does make sense to me, who did get that goal. And again, Wave just went for the booster. I don't know if he was expecting Kyle to get an additional touch or just thought he had extra time, as Varsoda is going to get a second goal with a huge 50. The carry trying to get the flick, just not happening in time. And that will be a quick 2-1. All of a sudden, RLC MidLads back in lead. Stall kickoff. Wave going to be the first one to pick it up. Does get a penny and going to try and pick up that mid boost. Having a little issue finding it. It will be Varsoda going for that air dribble carry over the top of both players. Kyle backing off, able to just play patiently. Gets the 50 all the way back to the corners. Wave down the pitch, gets the 50 low, has some time and some space, gets the pass across, but a little bit too far for Kyle to get there. Now it's going to go off of the ceiling, gets the touch and the dunk. Wave just go back and forth, being a nuisance, but the RLC MidLads continuing to stand tall here with the defensive plays, as all the way down into the back wall is Varsoda. Looking to get a quick shot off back again. Instead, it's going to be DJ Candy, and that is the third goal for RLC MidLads. It has just been popped right out towards mid, and they snipe it with nobody home from Ohio. That is, you know, and again, in a 2v2 scenario, it's very difficult to adapt your mind if it's something that you're not used to. If you're used to that quote-unquote standard play with 3v3, you're expecting to have that third person back. Both players were pushing forward, and we've seen Ohio do that quite often already here in this first game. They're very aggressive and going to give up a couple of goals with that. It happens. Just a matter of, can their offense get rolling enough to be able to keep up with that and play to their strengths? Or will RLC MidLads just continue to get those free goals and start to run away with it? Again, it is a best of 7. This is just game 1. But Wave is back on the attack. Back on the scoring ways with the little bounce shot. And it looks like some miscommunication coming out from RLC MidLads, as well as Varsoda got a touch. DJ Candy was there for the save. Unfortunately, both of them diving for it. Just kicks off of Varsoda's car into the net, putting Ohio back within 1. Kyle slow playing a little bit, popping it off the wall. Varsoda with a quick pass over to DJ Candy, booming it down. Will be Wave, the first one to pick it up, tries to go high with it, not able to, and Kyle missing that ball. Varsota probably could have had a free goal, but understand the little bit of hesitation as if Kyle would have gotten that without him going back. Would have been a free goal back the other way. Almost sneaking one through there was Ohayou. It's Varsota, another pass off that corner. Just going to keep the ball down here, try to keep the offensive pressure going. A quick 50. Will buy a little bit of space for DJ Candy, throwing it back off the opposite corner. Goes for the cut, not able to get enough of it in the 50. Won by Wave. As Varsota goes back into the opposition's net, has to rush out, does get a nice 50, buying some time for DJ Candy. It's a dangerous pop off of that corner, but Varsota does get back in time. Great play, great read, as that was an incredibly awkward position for DJ Candy in that corner. Now gets a carry down and the flick. That one's going to be a little high. Shot opportunity for Varsota. I don't know if that was a missed input or a flip or just bailed, because it looked like, once again, somebody from Ohayou was going to be able to get that touch. And like RLC MidLads, you got to believe that they feel like they probably have another couple of goals here. The demo comes back down. Wave and Kyle, some miscommunication yet again. Not able to get that one in after the demo, and a player in the corner. 15 seconds left, still finding themselves down one, still on the attack. But Varsota going to cut that one off, gets another touch back towards the opposition. Ball just sitting in the corner. High pops favor RLC MidLads as Kyle gets this one down. It will hit the corner though and drop down, and RLC MidLads do indeed hang on to take game number one. It did get a little scary for both teams throughout that game. You look at it, 7 shots for RLC MidLads. 2 of them were saved, 3 goals. That's 2 shots on the count of 4. Flip side, Ohayou, 6 shots, 3 of them saved, 2 goals. So there's a little bit of that one team can easily, with the accuracy, start to run away with it. In game one, you're starting to feel each other out, but again, they've played each other already, so you feel like they know what those tendencies are. It went to game 5 in that series, so even if they haven't scrimmed, even if they haven't seen each other in ranked, with those 5 games, you got to feel like the teams know what they're attempting to do and know what they're trying to do. And for RLC MidLads, those midfield challenges and being able to get those open nets with Ohayou going for the boost or pushing up together, being that hyper-aggressive, offensive-oriented attack, getting those, if Ohayou is able to cut down on those just 1 or 2, their offense is more than strong enough to be able to pull them ahead of that. Will they give up a goal or 2, a free goal? Maybe. If that's their play style, great. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If that's how they play and that's how they've won and how they got here, there's no reason to change that at this point. As they're going to get a kickoff goal here from Kyle. Ohayou, exactly how they wanted to start game number 2 with that quick 3-second goal. And for RLC MidLads, it did look a little dangerous on that defensive side when Ohayou was on the attack, when they were getting those touches. Again, just a couple of communication errors on both sides. On that defensive side, on the save for RLC MidLads, and then for the attack of Ohayou, it very easily can swing this game as we're seeing here already in the first 10 seconds. How volatile these two teams can be on the scoring. 1-1, 15 seconds. Woo. See how it works out. Which team's going to be able to settle down a little bit, maybe make a quick run, as we saw from the MidLads in game number 1, being able to get the quick goal and then an immediate kickoff goal to follow up with it. No one to be had here. As a pass from Kyle a little bit too high. Goes for the challenge. Varsota going to get it by Wave. Does rush back in time. Throws it off his own back wall shot. Opportunity from DJ Candy. Ends up sending it to the corner. Wave really hoping that boost spawns for him. It spawned immediately after he jumps. That one feels bad for Wave, but does get the boost. Shot comes out. Was able to get back in time. Now has a little bit of space. Going to throw that one just a smidge wide as DJ Candy stuck on an island after Varsota got demoed. but he gets back in time. What reaction and speed to get there after the demo. Shot goes high. Wave going to be there to finish it off after Ohayou gets a beautiful offensive flurry. They get multiple shots to get the demo. A great defensive stand from RLC MidLads, but eventually it just wasn't quite enough to stand the juggernaut. Ohayou find themselves with 2 goals, but again, still very early here in game number 2. DJ Candy throwing that one down. Kyle gonna be the first one to pick it up. Does get it out to Wave. Oh my goodness, gets a shot on point. Woo! Somehow saved off of his own post. RLC MidLads Varsota. Looked like he got thrown a little bit by the ball there. Ended up backwards. Slight double commit from the MidLads to follow up on that, but do get it pinched down at least far enough to buy some time, pick up some boost, get back on defense. But this is the danger spot. Ohayou throwing this one off the back wall. Kyle going for the bump, not able to get it. Wave shot a little bit thin, and they ended up running into each other. DJ Candy had an open net for a brief moment, ended up going to the sidewall. Does pick up the boost and try to follow up the shot. Just not able to find its way on in. So defense was there to be able to stop him. Wave self-pass off that back wall, not able to get up to in time. Varsota bumping it by that second player. Again, the aggressive nature of Ohayou. See it in action here, just quickly attacking, trying to get on top of that ball, trying to keep that offensive attack in session, and Varsota, the quick touch over to the side, ensuring that he doesn't get dunked out, able to get back on top of it in time, and we are all knotted up as we are here in the midway point of game number 2. 2-2s across the board. Shot opportunity for DJ Candy. Does get it on point, but not enough power. Wave will be able to pick up his own corner boost, pop it out to Kyle. Gets 50 by DJ Candy, who wins that one incredibly well. Slow play. Oh, the pass to Varsota was not expecting it. Somehow backed up by both members of Ohayou. Kyle gonna be able to take this all the way down to the corner. A mistouch from Varsota though, and Wave will be the beneficiary as Kyle gets it by DJ Candy, and Varsota looked like he was going for a pinch there and ends up just tapping it over the top of his head towards his own net. Wave the first one there. Both he and Kyle very easily could have gotten that goal. And that gives a 1-goal lead to Ohayou. Ohayou make it a 2-goal lead as Wave from the kickoff gets a nice pop. The corner of lies being so helpful there. Never know where it's going to bounce, how it's going to bounce. A difficult read for that defender. And it was true for Wave being able to just sneak that one on through. Get that 2-goal lead. Gets another shot on point off of the following kickoff as well. That one will be defended as Kyle gets a pass out towards mid. Realizing his teammate is not there to take the shot. Just try to throw it down as a back pass, keep possession. DJ Candy attempting to 50 it through, will get out to Varsota, gets a pass off the corner, gets a pass off the back wall. That's a dangerous touch by Kyle. DJ Candy is there and shoots it just a bit high as Wave was diving for it, but the offense flurry continues here for RLC MidLads. A total mistouch from Varsota will allow the clear to come down from Wave, but back the other way we go. RLC MidLads are not sitting back on their heels. They are attempting to get any sort of offense going, attempting to get that aggression back in their favor. The transitional plays just aren't quite working out for him. Here's Wave is gonna cut that pass off and make it goal number 5. DJ Candy trying to get that out to Varsota. Wave coming down off that sidewall, gets up to it in time before anyone else was able to get there on point, and now a 3-goal lead for Ohayou. Feeling pretty poised and set at this point to take game number 2, tie this series back up, and pretty much what we were expecting based on these two teams, based on the records, the fact that the first time that they played, it went all 5 games. Kyle flicks just a little bit thing and to go off that near side post. DJ Candy going to pick it up. Wave immediately back on top of it. We'll get it pinched on by him down to the Ohayou side. Kyle not able to get the touch, but the fake, the tactical whiff working out as the ball just meanders on by that front of the net. No one from MidLads able to get that shot at point. No one is expecting him to miss it. And that will indeed be game number 2 as Ohayou taking it 5-2 with an impressive offensive showing. And again, that's their gameplay, and that's what we've seen from them out of both games already. And they're going to give up a couple of goals, not necessarily free goals, but some open net goals where they're hyper aggressive. They're going for those challenges, and if there's just a little bit of space for RLC MidLads to be able to pop it on by, it's a clean open net for them. And RLC MidLads has shown that they are more than capable of making those. But it's the offense from Ohayou that allows them to continue to attack, to continue to make those plays, and they're okay with giving up a couple of goals because they believe they're going to be able to outscore those mistakes. It worked out here in game number 2. Game number 1, it was incredibly close. You know, for RLC MidLads, I think a lot of it just comes down to knowing what the play that is being developed is and cutting down on a couple of those mistakes. We saw a couple of missed touches, ball bouncing in front of their net even after they got the touch that allowed a goal right off of the kickoff. It's a very difficult read, but if you have a little bit of time to try to get up on that ball a little bit earlier, not give Ohayou the space to be able to play around those touches, to be able to go off of the ceiling, get those dribbles, get those flicks, and if those attacks come sooner from RLC MidLads, should see them keep it much closer here in game number 3 and work on getting that game advantage back in their favor. As you know, I said we didn't have any more best of 5s. That's effectively what we have at this point here already in our first series. Teams traded games as we head here into game number 3. As I spilled my drink. All right. It happens. It's all good. Back into this game as whole. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a rule number 1 happening in the corner with Kyle and Varsoda. And if we can get our cameraman to get to them, we will cast this from that rule 1 action the rest of the way as DJ Candy pops it all the way on down, trying to get the 1v1 action going. Can't get it by Wave. Is Wave now getting a dribble going, goes for the pop. DJ Candy, nicely done, able to get it on by all the way on down. And as I was helping get the camera to the right place, DJ Candy just absolutely sends it by Wave. And on down. Rule number 1, respect for these teams, these players, and RLC MidLads give themselves a 1-0 lead here in game number 3, but it will not be traded back by Ohayou as the crossbar just denies Kyle from being able to get that kickoff goal. Ends up going top jetter, down and out. Unfortunate for them, but staying a 1-0 game still 3+ minutes. What are the seeds? This is the number 3 seed, RLC MidLads, versus the number 6 seed, Ohayou Derby King. They played earlier in this season. Ohayou took it in 5 games. RLC MidLads looking for revenge here where it matters in the playoffs in this best of 7. It's Wave going to be the first touch. Kyle able to get it by 1 member, but with that double commit, both players have to retreat. Varsoda throwing it on point, testing out the defense, just keeping Kyle honest, and not only is he there for the defense, but absolutely poops it down to the back wall and follows up his own pass. as DJ Candy not quite having the read there. I think he was expecting the first one was just going in. Ended up being a little high. Gravity not working out hard enough to be able to get that first one in. But as we are hitting halftime, Ohayou ties up game number 3. And nothing less than what we were expecting with these two teams. Wave throwing this one off the corner, gets bumped out from DJ Candy. Something we haven't quite seen after the first game is that physicality. We saw a few demos, a few bumps going on. Hasn't quite panned out for these two teams, not necessarily going for it. DJ Candy just going to slam this one all the way into the back wall, trying to get the pass out to himself, but it's going to be Barsoda who calls him off and gets an absolute heater. 72 miles an hour as a team bump happened from Ohayou. Ohayou almost got waved back in the correct position, but and you got something flying at you that fast, the reaction time isn't quite there, and RLC MidLads take that 1 goal advantage right back. Kyle gonna get this by 1, playing the 50. Will squirt out 5-hole all the way to the far corner. However, as Barsoda slowing things down, picking up his corner boost. Wave with the quick attack, gets the first touch, goes for that second one. Unable to get there, just didn't quite have the boost. Wave will retreat, pick up his own corner as Barsoda gets the pass all the way across. And we've seen that multiple times from RLC MidLads. They're able to get the passes. Ohayou hasn't been able to stop all of those to be able to be centered to get that crossing pass, but it just looks like they're hesitating ever so slightly, expecting a touch to come through. But Barsoda does not hesitate on this one. Sees Kyle on that sidewall, on that back wall to the side, and quickly attacks as a beautiful pass comes out from DJ Candy. Able to get it just past and away from that wall, buying the space, and RLC MidLads get their security goal. Trying to get one more for the kickoff and that pass, and before that defense is able to get set, and that DJ Candy was able to get just enough on it. It was a little thin, but Barsoda is there to pinch that one with the defender, make sure it doesn't get crossed all the way to that far corner, and get a 4th goal here from RLC MidLads. Seeing some great offensive plays by them. And while they have been able to score in the first 2 games, nothing like we're seeing here in game number 3. 4 goals, a high pop there from DJ Candy. Kyle will cut it off, gets it out to Wave. Off the back wall, follows up his own touch. It's going to be DJ Candy over to Barsoda. Trying to get a little bit 2-man game going for that pinch. It will just be a pass to DJ Candy, who fires it on point, but defense is there for Ohayou. Oh, okay, got you. It's Kyle. Yep, got you, Nader. We'll get that one out. Kyle quickly trying to get back to it, trying to get Ohayou one more goal, at least one more goal for the road. And what a shot, what an angle there from Wave. As Kyle beating everyone to that touch, and a nice cut left to right, getting it back to the left with a ton of pace, 70 mile an hour. Woo. They are not holding back on these shots here in game number 3. The RLC MidLads will take it 4-2 as we do indeed have a sub coming in. For Ohayou, Kyle will sub out as RLC MidLads doing a great job. And again, this is the offense that we haven't seen in the first couple of games. 8 shots coming out from them, 4 of those going in, and 3 of those 4 were assisted as well. Great job getting those passes across. And again, I was talking about a couple of them being hesitant. They were expecting a touch to come through from Ohayou. but when they took their shots, when they took their chances, they knew for a fact that they were going to be able to get that touch. And it's just the differences between these two teams. Ohayou is incredibly aggressive. They are playing very far forward. They like to both go on the ball, continue to press, at the very least sit at midfield and keep the pressure on until it eventually breaks down, either with a demo, a bump, a boost steal, or just getting a nice shot as the defense is moving east to west across the pitch. For RLC, MidLads are a little bit, I don't want to necessarily say passive, but they play just a little bit further back. They read the play a little bit more and make sure that they know that they're not going to put themselves or their teammate in a compromised situation just because they're going a little bit too soon. They might pinch off of them, whatever may happen. So interested to see how it plays out now with the sub coming in. It does, and we see in chat as well, is Will on Steam, but it is Nader who is there playing, who just gets absolutely dunked to oblivion. Welcome to the game, Nader. Says Varsoda, says you can save the first one, but there ain't nothing you can do about the second one. 11 seconds in. What a goal coming out from RLC MidLads. Again, if you believe that could be the goal of the night, the play of the night, rather. It doesn't necessarily have to be a goal. Could be an absolutely fantastic play or save. Be sure to get those clips in. Send them out on Twitter and tag LOS Champs, as there is prize in the form of credits on the line. Wave on the back wall, going to get that one back to the corner as Varsoda lighting this one up. Nader's going to send it right back out, making sure that the second goal does not get slammed back into his face, attacking those early. Nader with the catch a little bit too high as Varsoda. Now with the aggression, and we're seeing some extra aggression coming out here from RLC MidLads. And again, something that we haven't quite seen from them here already in the first few games is that aggression. Is that one from Varsoda is going to be denied by the crossbar. The crossbar is just being an absolute menace here tonight for these two teams. Can't even get a top cheddar Bardowski. It will be RLC MidLads who continue the possession, able to get back in time as the net was open for a brief moment, but without any boost. Wave and Nader were not able to get that one on point, but this one, Wave does have boost, does have the open net, and does get that goal. A nice shot. DJ Candy trying to get that mid boost to get back to it in time. Ended up missing the boost, and I'm not sure it would have battered with that speed on the shot. Far post, the placement is there, the pace is there, and the tying goal is there as well for Ohayou. Ohayou continue to find an answer early. We've seen that in all the games thus far, only able to win the second one. However, as RLC MidLads get a little bit of a break there, and what a pass and shot. Woo! RLC MidLads with the infield pass. Ohayou both caught on the same side, and that one I was talking about, a 73 goal. It says, hang on, hold my beer. How about an 83-mile-an-hour goal with that pass? Far post gets that one in, and RLC MidLads take their 1-goal lead. You've been saying Cheddar Bardowski. Listen, if you like Cheddar Bardowski's, be sure to check out Tankert89, who not only loves his top Cheddar Bardowski's, but also has an emote for it. It is most certainly a top cheddar. Nader. I knew it was going to happen. Nader able to pop that one over. The first one does get on the back wall, able to get it out as Varsoda slow playing it just a little bit, gets it over the top of one into the corner, can't follow it up, gets it thrown on by Nader, rushing down, trying to get that tying goal back. Will just have the consolation prize of picking up the corner boost. This Wave, woo, gets that shot on point somehow. RLC MidLads combined for the save, and now I'm confused. DJ Candy throws it one and save for himself. Varsota and DJ Candy just had an epic save. Both of them combining, getting the pinch off of their own crossbar, and that ball just slowly bounces in front of the net. And Ohayou, you know what? They'll take those. I'm sure they have zero complaints about how that one played out. Got the tying goal, and then Wave is going to get an additional goal off of the kickoff. And Wave, we have seen this from Wave already multiple times here in this series. Kickoff going to that left wall and being able to self-pass. We've seen it off the corner. We've seen it off the backboard. And Ohayou, all of a sudden, blink, you miss it. They're up one. Just under 2 minutes to play is the kickoff goal. Varsota had an opportunity, was not able to get that one on in. It looked like he was playing for the dunk or the 50. The ball just bounces on by with nobody able to get the touch. This one bouncing hard off that back wall. Nader not able to get to it. Wave gonna pass it up to him. Does miss the boost and then gets the back pass out to his teammate. But nothing doing for Ohayou. They're on that play. Had an opportunity. Is DJ Candy just gonna slow play it a little bit here into the corner. Pick up the far boost as Varsota going for the doomsday instead of being called off because DJ Candy is already coming in like a missile to be able to tie up this game. You see Varsota had the doomsday on his mind, but DJ Candy already there, already on it, and gets that one powered through both defenders to tie up this ball game. 61 seconds on the clock here in game number 4. Again, a reminder, for those of you who have just joined us, this is a best of 7. We played best of 5s all the way through the regular season. Now that we are in the playoffs, it is a best of 7. So RLC MidLads still needing 2 games to be able to take this series. Ohayou desperately trying to come back in this one. Make sure they do not fall down 3-1. It is such a tall mountain to climb after that. But RLC MidLads being able to get goal number 4 is nobody expecting that bounce shot. Putting them up 1. We've seen how volatile these two teams can be, especially on that kickoff. So this one going to go down to the corner. Varsota not able to get over the top of Wave, who 50s. DJ Candy. Varsota completely out of boost, kind of tracking it down. Makes Nader attack it a little bit faster than what it looked like he was going for. Oh, the double tap from Wave after getting bumped. Wave takes the tee up from his teammate, gets the touch, gets bumped, and stays on top of it for the double tap. Wave, what a play! Oh my goodness, what a way to tie it up here late in game number 4. All knotted up at 4 apiece. See if either team is able to get this lead and get this win in regulation as Wave is rushing back. That one's going to be high. Zero on the clock. RLC MidLads. They are not deterred by the highlight play from Wave. They said, we got one more for you. How about a 0-second? The nice pass off the back wall and keeping that one off of the ground. Oh, RLC MidLads able to put it behind them and get that on point to end the game and regulation. And you know, after that goal from Wave, it was going to be a very, very scary overtime for RLC MidLads. You know, the momentum had to be on Ohayou's side. Wave had to, and rightfully so, has to feel great about that goal that he was able to score. Just unfortunately for them, RLC, that short-term memory, it happens. You know, highlight plays happen. Just go next. There's 10 seconds on the clock, can still win it in regulation, and they turned on the Jets. And with those 7 shots, 5 of them going in, every single shot is accounted for, and that's something I was talking about early in the series, was the accuracy. For Ohayou, 8 shots, 2 of them were saved, 4 of them went in. That's 2 shots unaccounted for. They had 1 additional shot, The saves were even. It was just a little bit of accuracy on their side, and if they're able to just shore that up a little bit, make sure those shots are on point, there's no doubt that Ohayou has that offense. They have that pressure. They have that attack to be able to come back in the series. But they are now down onto their last life. They cannot drop another game or they will be eliminated here from Season 0. This playoffs, full effect. See how it plays through. And you know what, Wave? Casper, the friendly post, feels you. He knows that you had a highlight play last game. Weren't able to pick up the victory. Nader's going to clear out the net, and Casper, the friendly post, says, I got you, buddy. Goal number 1, Ohayou. Just 17 seconds in. The way that they wanted to start it for sure. The only game that they have been able to pick up the victory on was game number 2, and that is the only game that they have scored first on. We'll see if they're able to keep that trend here. Get that momentum back on their side. Get that pressure going, but based on these two teams, based on what we've seen, we still got another 15 to 38 goals in this game to be scored. And no one knows what's going to happen. The script writers don't even know what's going to happen. These two teams are absolutely going at it and laying nothing out there. As far as Soda, there's your top cheddar bar down scheme for 0 points. As far as Soda gets it over the top of Will, is trying to defend. There's nothing you can do about that one, as the placement was just perfection. And after the crossbar has been brutal to these two teams. Oh, you got Casper, the friendly post, calling up his buddy, the crossbar. They are getting some friendly kicks here. No post or crossbar needed for the second goal. Just a beauty of a pass from Will. Nader getting a great job getting that out to a Wave. That will be goal number 2. DJ Candy gonna be taken away from Wave. Gets the first touch, pinches it out with his teammate. Nader is there at midfield and waiting. A beautiful shot here, as far as Soda had no idea that Nader was already there on that, was going for that 50 just a little bit further out, was expecting the shot to come through, just the timing not quite there. Nader on top of it, able to get goal number 3. Still a ton of time left here in this goal, but Ohayou, they are looking and feeling good. Time is just your trial and error until it goes in. Listen, unless if you're cookies and then it's trial and error and still doesn't go in. So, you know, there's that. Yes, this is champ gameplay, and these players, they are absolutely playing their hearts out. DJ Candy getting that one around the corner. Will pop it back in a nice little back pass to Varsoda. Stealing some more boost. You look at the boost meters. Wave is the only one for Ohayou who had any boost, and after that 50 doesn't have any in the tank. Does get to the far corner and steals it from Varsoda, but with plenty in the tank from all their offensive shenanigans, and boost steal have no problem getting back to it. Nicely done there by Nader. Be able to get that one out before any shot comes through, and it's where that slight temperament from the side of the RLC MidLads, making sure that that one does not get popped on by them. Wave gets it by 1. DJ Candy can't get there in time. Did a bump come through here from Wave? I'm not quite sure if he was able to get the bump. If Varsoda just couldn't quite catch up to it, neither could DJ Candy. And both players diving at the ball. It finds its way on through both of them. And Ohayou, 3-goal advantage with just over 2 minutes left to play here in game number 5. Varsoda, the tactical fake. Oh, it's not going to work out for him, or is it? No, it will not. As the demo came through onto DJ Candy, he does get back, gets the touch on this with the ball, just magnetized. It's like we're playing Rumble out here, just slowly getting pulled into the net. And Ohayou is just starting. But again, this is what we saw in game number 2, is they may give up a couple of goals, and that's okay, but they believe that their offense is more than strong enough to be able to carry them through. As this one's going to be on point. Varsoda has to throw it off of his own back wall, make sure it doesn't find its way on in. There's no poor cookies around here. Listen, it should be poor me when I had to play with cookies. That's the real poor person. As this one, that's a poor wave, just gonna get pinched off of his backside on into his net, trying to slow that play down, and ends up just pinching on through. Able to give RLC MidLads back within 3, and most certainly not out of it by any stretch of the imagination, as much as scoring as we have seen already in this series. Varsoda gonna pop this one out to DJ Candy. It's gonna be Wave who intercepts it, throws it to that sidewall, and these high pops, these high, slow flying balls back and forth benefit Ohayou greatly, as they are more than content to just let the clock run out at this point. Make sure that, I'm sure with their offense, they want to score more. They would like to run it up to 10. There's no doubt. But completely content with just letting the clock run out, up and down the pitch it goes. Is just not even giving RLC MidLads an opportunity to fight their way back into this game. As Nader gonna win the 50, get it on down, and gets a pinch off of Varsoda into that back wall. Will be Wave slow playing. He gets the first pop, and then the flick over the top. Not able to be there was Nader, who was all the way back in his own side, getting some boost as the bump came through as well. But it does not matter. Again, boasting a 3-goal advantage. Enjoying that tremendously here in game number 5. Getting some more bumps. That will do it here for this game, as a 50 happens right in front of the net. And Ohayou stay alive with an offensive flurry. But more impressively was their pressure and stopping the offense of the RLC MidLads. Last game, Ohayou had 8 shots, 4 goals. RLC MidLads had 7 shots, 5 goals. RLC only had 4 shots. So Ohayou had more goals than shots given up, and with only 2 saves, it's less about their defense and less about those saves, but more about their pressure, more about their ball possession, and making sure that RLC MidLads just didn't get those opportunities. RLC MidLads have more than shown that they are capable of being able to keep up with the offensive juggernaut of Ohayou here in this series, as long as they get those opportunities. But you saw just a little bit of tempered play from Ohayou, not allowing that ball to get really past midfield. And if it did, it's getting in that corner. They're able to get the ball back around out towards mid, make sure it doesn't get centered, make sure those passes aren't coming through that have been oh so dangerous for RLC MidLads. Yeah, listen, I've worked with cookies for 5 years now. It's been a real long time. It has been a real long time, and that I can assure you. As wait, it's not been a long time since he's last scored, but does not care, wants to continue to do it here in this series, continue to try to keep Ohayou in this match and in this playoff. They're able to get their first goal again. Their 2 victories have been them scoring first. They're continuing that trend, continuing the flurry, and going back to last game. They're now up 6-1. Of those last 7 goals, make it 7-1. On those last 8 goals, as a miss by DJ Caney. Just an incredibly awkward bounce Probably thought it was going to either roll on out or bounce out away from the wall. Just not happening. And that will be advantage taken by Wave and giving Ohayou second goal. You're actually on the first Pet My Rocket League Ride team to win it. Yeah, I have cast so many Pet My Rocket League Ride teams, and I refuse to not say Pet My Rocket League Ride every time I cast them. Like, whenever I'm saying the team, is always, I love Pet My Rocket League Ride teams. Never had a bad interaction with any of them. It's Varsoda. Able to kick that one all the way off that side. Walls gets it on point as well. Nader going to rush back, does get back in time. Will get it out to Wave, 50 in front of the net. Will be Varsoda, rushes down, does get the pinch off the wall, and it's going to get pumped. It's almost putting it on point, but Wave was back, no problem. Yeah, see, no, PMR alert, nope, nope. When I cast, I refuse to do it. DJ Candy gets a nice couple of saves there, gets the flick by Nader as well, and that will be DJ Candy getting all the way down the pitch and giving RLC MidLads their first and much needed goal here in game number 6, cutting that lead in half. Hey, what's going on, Falcon? I'm telling you, man. Yeah, absolutely. I cast one of their teams recently. I forget which one it was. Maybe White. I don't recall. It's but yeah, always have a good time with those teams, as these teams are having a good time in this series. Having a fantastic one as well as Wave. Oh, gets the Timo. Nader. Woo! DJ Candy did not care. His teammate was obliterated. Just fires it on point. And Nader standing tall with the defense, and so is DJ Candy. Says, I got the defense. Varsoda spots the open net. Puts that one on point as Wave looked like he was playing the 50. He was expecting Varsoda to get there a little bit sooner. Ends up just going right on by the wall. And that will be the game-tying goal. All up at 2 apiece. No, 0. It's Varsoda. Calm catch in front of his net. Will sending this one on down. It gets 50. My goodness, Varsoda just doesn't care, getting on top of that ball in that far corner. But Wave with the touch on an aggressive play from DJ Candy. No one able to get back in time. DJ Candy didn't fully commit on the ball, but just driving a little bit too far forward. I don't know if he thought he was going to beat Wave, was just pressuring him to get a touch, expecting a little bit of a mistouch, expecting Varsoda to get back in time. Unfortunately for them, Wave just too speedy, too good of a touch, follows his own one up, gets it on point, and gives Ohayou their 1-goal lead back. Wave, dangerous touch, but with RLC MidLads a little bit too close to follow up on it. Not able to get it on by him. DJ Candy passing this back to Varsoda, going to get it around the corner. Trying to get that midfield pass back to DJ Candy. It's worked out for him. Earlier in this series, their infield passes were exquisite and able to get multiple goals on it. Now an outlet pass to Varsoda. Going to send that one wide. Wave was back after the demo regardless. Drops out mid as Nader throwing this one hard off the back wall. Follows up his own touch. Gets 50. My goodness. Thing got 50'd all the way back. The net is DJ Candy. It just couldn't quite get it on point. And I will die on the hill that the open net is by far the most difficult shot in a Rocket League, bar none. The net was open. It was a little bit of an awkward shot based on how high and the angle that he had to get, but it was most assuredly open. You know that he wants it back, especially being down a 1. Make it 2 as Nader is going to get this flick over the top of TJ Candy and Ohayou. Ohayou up 2 now with 44 seconds left. This kickoff is going to be incredibly important for both of these teams. Varsoda not able to get that touch. DJ Candy does get to it in time, but is now backwards, trying to get it by Wave, unable to do so. Wave just sitting and waiting, expecting the ball to be hit right towards him. It does get popped over the top, but in his rush back, going to be able to pick up the demo. The 50 by DJ Candy, and gets it over the top of Nader. As Nader and Wave, a little bit of miscommunication, and Nader, oh, the missed input. You know he did not want that side roll there. And that will be a 1-goal game. Now we have been in this situation before that one. Gonna be a little wide. Wave was there as well, pops it up over the top, gets the bump onto Varsoda. Final seconds. Varsoda trying to get this down to DJ Candy. It will not happen, and Ohayou comes back in games 5 and 6 and ties up this series. We are heading to a game number 7, and would you expect anything less from these two teams? Again, they took it to game 5 in the regular season, where Ohayou was able to win that game 5. We are now heading to a game 7, and again, it comes down to the pressure from the side of Ohayou. They're able to get 10 shots to the 5 of RLC MidLads, doubling them up once again, and not necessarily playing the defense, and that's fine as we're moving into game number 7. Oh, Ohayou, see if they can figure it out and continue this play as they have been able to do so in the last couple of games, or if it will be RLC MidLads figuring out what's going wrong, figuring out how to get their offensive total back up, figuring out how to stop the pressure of Ohayou, as they have shown with volume. Their offense is there, but they do need that volume. They need to make sure that they get multiple shots on point and make Ohayou play defense, not be as comfortable on that offensive side as they most assuredly just want to stay down there all game if you will let them. DJ Candy. Send that one around the corner, 50 by Varsoda and Wave. We'll send it all the way across the east and west, across the pitch. Nader getting the first touch, and then the follow-up off that back wall does get a shot on point. Varsoda and DJ Candy both there for that save. DJ Candy passing it back to Varsoda. Wave rushing back and forth. You can see Ohayou have kind of changed up their play a little bit, with Wave being the main aggressor, cutting Nader and constantly just being that midfield nuisance, allowing Nader to assess the play, be back on defense, take the shots, take the advantages that are given to him. But for the most part, it is Wave who is just constantly staying on this ball, getting on top of it, getting a Timo, a couple of shots as well. But so far, RLC MidLads, they've been able to hang on, getting a nice shot there from midfield. DJ Candy passes with high off the back wall, following up zone touch, not able to get there. Varsoda, shot goes wide. Nader going to pick this one up in the corner, has plenty of boost to work with, just slowing it down a little bit, going for that flick. Beautiful read from Varsoda, attempting to cut that one back either for a shot or a pass. Back out to DJ Candy, who's back for a beautiful save. Nader throwing it off the corner. Wave not there for the shot, just playing back a little bit, allowing that one to come to him, pick up the boost, play it off that back wall. As again, you're not seeing that ball cross that midfield line. for the center, for that cross, for the shot to be followed up. For RLC MidLads says, all of a sudden it's game 7. The teams, they have ratcheted down their pressure and their defense. We are still knotted at zeros here in game 7, eclipsing halftime. DJ Candy able to pick up that corner boost with Varsoda. Completely out. Just has to play for 50s. Nader gonna win that 50 and get that mid boost. DJ Candy nearly went by that ball after off the fake from Nader. Wave with the shot. DJ Candy there for yet another save. But back into the corner it goes. DJ Candy out of boost. Nader out of boost, just playing for those touches, trying to give a little bit of space and time to be able to go pick up some boosts and start an offensive play themselves. DJ Candy with a huge dunk. That one's right in front of the net. Nobody there to be able to tap it on in. Wave does send it across. It's Varsoda into the corner, attempting to pinch that one off and get a pass out to DJ Candy. Doesn't have it, just pancakes it, and then comes flying in from left field, not allowing any setup, whether it be a bump or just a flick play for Ohayou. As we are now coming down to the final 60 seconds. Still a scoreless game, 0-0 across the board. Nader off the corner, going to send that one right back down to Varsoda. Taps it on DJ Candy. It's a 2v1 scenario. Doesn't get the touch on the corner. Varsoda gets it sent way downtown by Wave, right on by him. But the ball just doesn't come off the wall fast enough. And that allows RLC MidLads to get back in time and continue this deadlock, continue this stalemate between these two teams. Wave taking off the corner, looking for a pass out to Nader. Does get over the top of one. Nader not there for the shot. Sitting back at midfield, continuing this pressure play, making sure that no mistake happens. But you've got to believe, as this game gets later, as it stays a 0-0, that players continue to tighten up, to tense up. And even if you try not to make a mistake, that's when a mistake can most certainly happen at the worst time. The flick comes through, and DJ Candy with 0 on the clock. Game 7 scoreless, gets the catch, gets the flick over the top of him, and RLC MidLads move on. Oh my goodness. RLC MidLads, what an absolute end of this game and end of this series. Oh, whew. 3 shots to 3 shots. Both of these teams absolutely, and it's what we were expecting. Again, game 5 in their regular season, went to game 7 in overtime, and now, my goodness, the flick at the end, you see it coming through. That was absolutely fantastic by these two teams, and fantastic, and the poise there from DJ Candy to not just fire it towards the net or fire it towards the back wall, but to catch it, go for that flick, go to be able to have that headiness and the readiness and the willingness to be able to go for that play over anything else. When panic can set in, when you're getting tense, when you're getting tight, you're trying not to make the mistake. Beautifully done, well executed, and huge props to RLC MidLads as they will be moving on at a lower bracket. Unfortunately for Ohayou, that does end their season here in Season 0. Hopefully we will see them back next time and see if they can't get revenge, or see what the best of 5 series would be, or best of 3 series would be out of these two teams, as they are technically tied up 1 apiece when it comes to series. But we will have to wait until that time. And speaking of waiting, we are going to head to a quick intermission here as we get set up for our next game. So don't go anywhere. We still have more LOS Champ Season 0 playoff action. When we come back, it will be another 2v2 East Tier 3 matchup of number 4 Yeah No Problem versus number 5 Mayo Enthusiast. Don't go anywhere, more LOS Champ Season 0 playoff action to come.